So we got like 7 to 9 inches of snow last night, and I'm just sitting here waiting till my truck warms up. I got to get the rest of the snow off the windshield, or ice. I scraped as much as I can for now. I'm a little cold. That's what she's looking like. Hey everybody, what the heck was that? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I hope you're in your subscription today. And for the long-time subscribers, we are again on the Mustang. I was able to get measurements from the shop across from me on a 69 Mach 1 that they had over there. So I've actually already cut the supports inside and pulled them in. They're held together with some ratchet straps right now. Got to get rid of those. I got to weld in the supports again, and then we'll start templating for the floor. We're going to start actually towards the back and work our way forward. And I'll show you all of it. She wants me to throw the ball. Got to see this. Hey, come here. All right, fine, up. She's a very good catch. She can catch absolutely anything. All right, so let's get busy. All right, see, here we go. Now I took out this cross brace that came from this corner and went over there. I cut that out completely. We got the lower and upper braces both cut on this side, going side to side. Now we have almost no gap. It's like 1/8 of an inch on this side and about 1/8 of an inch on this side. But it is nice and straight. Now all the straight lines, so I have these 3 verticals here, one at the front of the car, one at the center of the car, one towards the back over there. And so all of those are just barely touching the center line here. And if I flip the weight over onto the other side of the string line on the chassis, it'll still rest right on that string line. So that tells me that the top of the car is centered with the chassis. This top of the car is about the only thing I trust here. So they got the front end is on. I mean, the lines are looking absolutely excellent. Really super stoked. So I got to pull the car forward. Actually, I was moving stuff in here the other day. Anybody need a 9-inch rear end? I'm going to clean that up and sell it. Got some fenders, got some tires. Anyway, got to move this car forward so we can start welding. Got my welding stuff over here ready to go. First thing I did was I made sure that the body is centered up on this chassis, and I lined it out, I marked things up. It looks fantastic. It's right where I want it. So now we have to make a floor pan that goes in here, mounts on top of this side to side, and I got enough room for the transmission, the engine, and everything else. You can use cardboard, you can use whatever you want. I prefer to use ram board. And what's ram board? Well, this is ram board. Ram board is something you can get at Home Depot or at Lowe's. It's made to protect flooring for the construction guys out there. You know, you put a nice new wood floor in. You want to throw down some ram board so it doesn't mess up that wood floor, so you don't scratch it during the construction phase. All right, so I need to determine how long this piece of metal is. And I don't have a flexible tape measure with me. So I'm using just a piece of tape, and I'm gonna run it from one side where I started it, all the way around, all the way to the other end. So then I can just pull this piece of tape off and cut me a template that's that long. Does that make sense? I need something that's that long. All right, so I took that piece of blue tape. It's actually 1 inch past where I got it hooked on the metal right there. And as I come out, it is just about 5 feet long. So where that tear is right at 59, 60 inches is the extra inch. Something else I got to do before we start working on the tubs. You see a problem here? That being the axle, this metal, obviously. This metal obviously is in the way, so I'm going to be cutting straight across. Actually, might even cut up higher. Just straight across. Get that thing out of the way. So that center line, really, that's perfect. That goes all the way from the front of the car to right here in the back of the diff. I can measure it. But that's perfect. That's what we need. I gotta cut that transition piece there and over there. It's measured from the top of the, well, basically from the arch. You know what I'm saying? There, now I know where to cut. Over here we have some of the templates that I've made for inside here. Some of the stuff's still just sitting in here. There's a lot of cutting and fitting and making sure things fit right. We have big old wheel wells in there. This is going to be a vertical piece here. I've taken the one off the passenger side here, and that's what's sitting on the table behind me. This stuff is taking a really long time to do. And it's mostly because I don't want to have, I have a lot of scrap here. I have some scrap over here. Basically, I don't want to make a lot of mistakes. So I've been fitting stuff, cutting stuff, fitting stuff, cutting stuff. I don't have a lot of that on video because it's really boring. I don't like repetitive stuff. So this is what I got so far. All right. And then this big old piece on the top of the car here is going to go in between here, this transition pan, and the floor pan up here. I have not really fixated on getting a tunnel made just because I don't have the measurements I need yet for the transmission. Because I want the car to look kind of stock-ish. I don't want to go too far away from how cool the Mach 1 is. That's why I'm keeping most of the original dash. Obviously, I'm going to do the custom pad on top. We have the factory seats. It'll have custom upholstery. I actually have a back seat. Let me show you. So these are factory Mach 1 fold down rear seats. I got these from someone I used to know. They came with the car, but they're going to have to be altered just a little bit. And what I have to alter, I have to make them a little bit more narrow because the rear axle I have is about 8 inches more narrow than the factory axle. And that's so I can fit bigger tires under there, so I can have more traction. And because of that, the rear wheel tubs are much wider. Much wider. So I have to make the seat fit in this little tiny area right here. From like there to there. So this is our templating so far. Yes, I still have more pieces to make, but it's coming along great. I have the entire trunk to do. It's really not too much holding anything together, but as long as it sits there like it's supposed to and I have the measurements I need to fit the tires I want, everything is going really well. So I got a fabricated trunk out of this space. So next we're gonna make the back seat footwells. I also have to make the seat pans, basically, where the seats are gonna bolt to. And then I get to make the filler panels for there, between the firewall and the floor pan. This is actually awesome because I believe I can make sure that the back seat, the original back seat, can fit in here. Maybe with some very minor fabrication. Man, this is awesome. Something else I picked up that's really, really cool, and I got it from the hot rod shop across from me. I got some actual 69 Mach 1 seats. I got them from one of the guys over there. This one's missing a track, so I mean, they make those. They need to be recovered, obviously, but hey, these are real Mach 1 seats. I'm gonna redo all the upholstery on it because this is vinyl. I'm gonna actually make them out of leather. Obviously they need new foam. I'm gonna see if I can adapt some power tracks to it. So power this way, probably not power recline. Maybe I'll put some heating pads inside here. You can get all that stuff online. Out in front of Reno Salvage, getting metal for the Mustang. Reno Salvage.